Remains found in hunt for missing Nicola Bulley were caught in reeds less than a mile from where she vanished after 23 days of extensive searches by police, divers, and experts with underwater sonar. Police searching for the missing mother of two, Nicola Bulley, scoured waterways and even the sea around Morecambe Bay using the latest high tech equipment with sonar technology, a special dive team, and rescue experts, but were unable to find a body over the course of 3 weeks. Following a sighting by two members of the public, officers retrieved an unidentified body from a river earlier today, some 23 days after the mortgage advisor vanished. It's unknown at present whether investigators had previously explored the stretch of river in which a body was found. The mystery has baffled Britain and multiple investigators who launched an extensive search after the 45-year-old disappeared while walking her dog Willow on Friday, January 27th, in the tiny Lancashire village of St. Michael's on Wyre. Senior investigators confirmed that a discovery was made this afternoon, but the force added that they are unable to confirm whether the body is Miss Bulley's as they wait for formal identification to be carried out. Lancashire police has so far insisted there is no evidence of foul play. On the day Nicola's family reported her missing, Lancashire Constabulary deployed drones, helicopters, and police search dogs in the surrounding areas of her disappearance. Officers from the Northwest Point Underwater and Marine Support Unit searched the area close to where Miss Bulley's mobile phone was found, while police divers scoured the River Wyre. After a week of searching, Lancashire police said it was working on the hypothesis that Miss Bulley had fallen into the river. However, much speculation has been made about this line of inquiry. Miss Bulley's family and friends repeatedly appealed to the public to continue to come forward with information, adding they did not agree with the police's theory. Her partner, Paul Ansell, said last week that he was 100% convinced she was not in the water. Mike Neville, a former Scotland Yard detective, claimed that if the 45-year-old mother had fallen or slipped into the waterway, there would have been clear marks on the riverbank showing this. The view was echoed by Peter Falding from Specialist Group International, an underwater forensic diver whose private team has carried out sweeps of the river over 3 days. He claimed that Miss Bulley could have easily stood up in the 2-foot deep flowing waters with rocks on the riverbed providing a stable base. During the search, a sonar was used by divers who used the kit to scan the waterways of St. Michael's on Wyre Village in Lancashire. The device was towed beside an inflatable dinghy that carries a small team of staff. It sends out high-frequency pulses that help to map large areas of the seafloor. Last week, two boats with specialist police teams searched the coast of Morecambe Bay, around 20 miles from where Nicola was last seen, with police suggesting finding her in the open sea becomes more of a possibility. After searches of the river came up with nothing, diving experts claimed they would start a new search on land in an attempt to find where she could have been buried. Peter Falding said that the operation to find the missing mother needed to be expanded to woodlands surrounding the River Wyre, as he insisted, if someone's in the woods, I will find them. As Miss Bulley's family grew more concerned after failed attempts to find her, police moved search teams to the coast with officers on horseback spotted patrolling coastal pathways on horseback in Knott End on Sea, Lancashire. Police also quizzed residents and businesses while appealing for doorbell and CCTV footage in a hope to find the crucial clue that could unlock the mystery of the missing mother. But Lancashire police faced backlash for wasting the first 24 hours of the investigation by not carrying out door-to-door inquiries and jumping to the conclusion that Nicola fell into the river. Speaking to Channel 5 earlier in the month, Miss Bulley's partner, Paul Ansell, said that he is convinced she never went into the river and called for the police to refocus on searching the nearby land, including door-to-door searches. On Monday this week, police were seen going door-to-door at the Wyreside Farm Park caravan site, yards from where the mother of two went missing on January 27th. After finding a body today, police spokesman said, "We were called today at 11:36 a.m. to reports of a body in the River Wyre close to Rawcliffe Road. An underwater search team and specialist officers have subsequently attended the scene, entered the water, and have sadly recovered a body. No formal identification has yet been carried out, so we are unable to say whether this is Nicola Bulley at this time." Procedures to identify the body are ongoing. We are currently treating the death as unexplained. Nicola's family have been informed of developments, and our thoughts are with them as this most difficult of time. We ask that their privacy is respected. A tent had been erected and a wide cordon remains in place. Police scrambled a huge search after the two walkers spotted the body. Detective Superintendent Smith arrived moments before police confirmed the heartbreaking discovery. The male walker was seen ashen-faced as he talked to police and pointed at an outcrop of trees and undergrowth along the bank, saying, "There's definitely a body in there." By 1 p.m. on Sunday, police drones and a helicopter hovered over the outcrop of trees and undergrowth, while police divers took to the banks of the River Wyre. Soon afterwards, Lancashire police confirmed that a body had been located in the river. Home Secretary Suella Braverman described developments in the case of Nicola Bulley as heartbreaking and distressing after the body was found in the River Wyre. She tweeted that these are heartbreaking and distressing developments. My thoughts remain with Nicola's family at this extreme difficult time. Before the discovery was confirmed, a witness said, "I drove down Rawcliffe Road for almost a mile. I noticed a man and a woman and two police officers on the embankment. I pulled off at about 11:50 a.m. and I heard the man talking to the police about something in the undergrowth. Police cars were flying down the road with the blues and twos going. A police officer pulled up a few minutes later and got his drone out. 5 minutes later, the police helicopter arrived. Officers then asked for me to get out, so I moved 200 yards down the road. I could still clearly see the man pointing at the riverbank. Then more police cars raced down with the blues and twos going, cleared the entire road. The man and woman were later seen sat on a wall by the scene looking ashen-faced and vaping. The 45-year-old mother of two was last seen on January 27th while walking her dog by the river in St. Michael's on Wyre after dropping her daughters aged 6 and 9 off at school. A massive police presence descended on the village 3 weeks ago with dozens of officers, divers, search experts, and high-tech equipment, including drones. Specialist searchers, including Peter Falding, who scoured the river using sonar equipment, also spent days in the area. Mr. Falding took the usual move of publicly stating he did not believe Miss Bulley was in the river, as it was so shallow she could simply have stood up if she fell in. After the news of Sunday's discovery, Mr. Falding tweeted, "Our thoughts are with Nicola's family and friends at this difficult time." Her partner, Paul Ansell, 44, has maintained hope that she is still alive, despite officers saying their main working hypothesis remains that Miss Bulley is in the river. Miss Bulley vanished after dropping off her daughters, aged 6 and 9, at school on January 27th. She was last seen at 9:10 a.m., taking her usual route with her Springer Spaniel, Willow, alongside the River Wyre, shortly after dropping off her girls. Her phone, still connected to a work call, was found just over 20 minutes later on a bench overlooking the riverbank with her dog running loose. Speaking about the new search, former Scotland Yard detective Peter Blexley told Sky News, "If ever there's a sign of information that is received by the police, then seeing lots of resources deployed in a fairly short space of time is not uncommon." On February 3rd, Lancashire police told the public of its main hypothesis that Miss Bulley had fallen into the River Wyre in a 10-minute window between 9:10 and 9:20 a.m. on the day she disappeared. But multiple experts and Miss Bulley's own family said they did not believe this to be true. This week, they held a second press conference in which they referenced individual vulnerabilities that meant she had immediately been classed as a high-risk missing persons case. But hours later, they issued a shock statement detailing Miss Bulley's struggles with alcohol brought on by significant symptoms of being perimenopausal and having stopped taking her HRT medications. Due to the perimenopause, Nikki suffered with significant side effects such as brain fog, restless sleep, and was taking HRT to help, but this was giving her intense headaches, which caused Nikki to stop taking the HRT, thinking that may have helped her, but only ended up causing this crisis. They added, "Nikki is such a wonderful daughter, sister, partner, and mother, and is dearly missed. We all need you back in our lives. Nikki, we hope you are reading this and know that we love you so much and your girls want a cuddle. We all need you home." Today's news came after it was revealed overnight one of UK's top detectives was personally advising Lancashire police on the case. The unnamed detective, often referred to as Britain's FBI, has worked on some of UK's most high-profile cases, including killer and morgue monster David Fuller and the murder of PCSO Julia James. The police have so far failed to find Miss Bulley, 45, after she vanished without a trace while walking her dog. more than 3 weeks ago. Lancaster police have also received the aid of a forensic psychologist and dog behavioral expert. It comes amid fierce criticism of the police for releasing personal health details about Miss Bulley this week, including from Commons leader Penny Mordaunt and PM Rishi Sunak. Criticism of the force has been mounting since the 45-year-old's disappearance on January 27th. Lancashire police have launched a probe into their investigation, which appears to have stalled, but have raised questions by not taking up offers from other forces such as Metropolitan Police to conduct the review instead. This week, police publicly divulged information about Nicola Bulley's battle with alcohol brought on by the menopause, a decision critics blasted as sexist. Former police officers have also questioned why basic actions, such as closing off the area where Miss Bulley's phone and dog were discovered for forensic examination, were not completed. The force has confirmed the date has been set for the internal review.